Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker.
Peter Paraoni.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā ki tātou I roto te whare nei. New Zealand First supports the appointment of Mr. Martin Matthews as the Controller and Auditor-General. Mr. Matthews has had a distinguished career in the public service, sir, and my personal knowledge of him goes back to when he was Chief Executive Officer of the Ministry for Culture and Heritage. And I particularly want to acknowledge his efforts as being responsible for the lead government agency in the 2000 celebrations, and particularly the celebrations in Waitangi. And it was in that capacity that I knew him, and given the toing and froing of what happens in Waitangi in ordinary years, 2000 was a special one, and I just want to acknowledge his efforts in that regard. But I want to point out, Mr. Speaker, just the one particular role that the Controller and Auditor General has, and that is being independent of this Parliament, although independent of the Executive Government and Parliament in discharging the functions of the statutory office. And I want to highlight that the Auditor-General provides independent assurance that public entities are operating and accounting for their performance in keeping with Parliament's intentions. And I want to emphasise the word independent. And I'm sure that Mr. Matthews is aware of that and will discharge his duties in such a manner. We in New Zealand First have no doubts he will carry out his duties without fear or favour, and we wish him all the best in his new role. In conclusion, we also want to acknowledge Mr. Matthews' immediate predecessor, Lynn Provost, who held the position since 2009, for her service and in particular exercising in regard to the independent nature of the position. Nā reira Lynn haere I runga te rangi Māori. Nā reira, Mr. Speaker, tātou mā, tēnā koutou, kia ora māno tātou.
Kia ora.